Step inside the Dugout, your home for all things youth baseball and softball. Place your bag on the fence, find a spot on the bench, and let's get to work with your hosts, RJ, Jimmy, Ryan, and Mikey.
What's up, my guys? Welcome to episode 5 of the Dugout Podcast. Today, we are talking about the unwritten rules and superstitions of baseball. We're going to explore the quirky, irrational, and deeply rooted superstitions that define baseball culture. From the winning stink of unwashed jerseys to the silent pact of a no-hitter, the crew breaks down the unwritten rules and superstitions and how they maybe impact our players, our records, in the dugout. So with that, I'm going to start this one off because I am super excited about it. For any parent that has had me as a coach and their children, they know that I am super superstitious.
Just a little bit.
Just a tad. And the biggest thing is that if you're out there winning in a tournament, you go 2-0 on the weekend, even if you win your first game, you are not, and I repeat, you are not allowed to wash your clothes.
I've witnessed it.
It's true. It's true.
The stank.
Yeah, the stank is what helps you win.
This is a true story. So I have with me a pair of boxers that I wore during the 11U All-Star Tournament. I'm going to toss them over to Jimmy. See if they still pick up a smell.
You would think I'd be a little bit quicker. I just came back from practice. Nah. But I got them in my head.
They're still a little wet if you feel them. I just never dried them out. No, so true story. We're up there at the 11U tournament up in Baltimore. We go 2-0. This is mid-July. It is hot. We go Saturday, Sunday, 2-0. So I get back to the hotel room Saturday night after winning the first game. I am covered in sweat. I mean, every piece of my body is sweating in places it shouldn't be. So we get to the hotel, and I say, you know what? I'm going to take these sweaty clothes, and I'm going to put them in front of my box fan, because you know I bring a fan everywhere I go.
Yeah, big fan.
So I took my boxers, and I took my undershirt, and put them right on top of the fan. We go get some steak, celebrate with some pizza, something like that.
Nice.
We get back to the hotel room, and it smells like a high school gym locker room. My wife is gagging. I'm in there. I'm sweating.
The wife's in there with you.
Oh, yeah, my eyes are sweating.
Room.
It is burnt. No, it is burning.
No.
The scent is just crazy. But guess what happened on Sunday?
We won again.
We won again. And you know why we lost on Monday?
Washed your clothes.
No, I didn't wash the clothes. They made us change dugouts. Have you guys experienced that?
Ooh.
Oh, God, yeah. Well, I mean, I'll take our recent example. Mikey, you were with us down in Ripken, right? We had this whole thing to where we were sitting on a bucket, where we were standing, how you wore your hat. If we saw a kid dealing on the mound, it was, well, Mikey was sitting on the bucket, so we got to make sure Mikey gets back on that bucket. And we see a base hit, it's like, what the heck are you doing, Mikey? Get back on that bucket. You know, when we talk about superstitions in the game and things of that nature, I do believe in them, right? Yeah. It goes back to that, what was it, that Bud Light commercial? It's only weird if it doesn't work. And then if for some reason you're doing the same thing over and over again, I'll find a reason as to why Mikey's sitting on that bucket. If he turned his head a little bit, it just broke it. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, it was a good time. It was a real good time. The boys were dealing, and, you know, it made it fun for us, too. We were having a blast. Like, just hurry up, get on the bucket. Hurry up, do it. It was a good time, dude. It was a real good time.
Well, it was nice being on the turf, too, because you could see the imprint of the bucket. So you knew where the bucket was supposed to be sitting.
Yeah.
And I think we had one bad inning, and that's because the bucket was like 6 inches off easily. And I spotted it. I think Ryan might have spotted it. I can't remember who spotted it, but
we panicked.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is we were winning that game, and then they came back, didn't they? Right? Tied it up, and then we lost on the most bizarre play. And I really blame the fact that bucket was moved and the mojo was broke. Yeah. What about you? I mean,
Yeah.
as a player, right? You played at a high level too.
Mhm.
What's the weird stuff you've seen in the dugout?
Oh, you can't cross the bats, in between
Yeah.
innings. I even myself, I was guilty of it. Whether I started pitching or even my off days, same exact meal every morning for breakfast.
Yeah.
I had that. I still remember my McDonald's. It was the same McDonald's meal every day.
McDonald's.
2 sausage McGriddles, 2 hash browns, and an orange juice, dude.
Still got it today.
Still got it, dude.
Do you do that for coaching now on a Saturday morning before a minors or coach pitch game?
Absolutely not. Not now.
Mikey, down at or maybe up now since you're down south, but up at Felician College, did you have any weird pregame rituals that you had to go through, or you knew your day was just going to be jacked up?
I'm gonna be honest, not really. I really the only time I really was superstitious was in high school football. Like I had to wear the same shirt underneath my pads. Baseball wise, man, it was I guess you can call it a superstition. I just wanted to make sure that my mind was clear. So like I didn't really think about like, oh shoot, let me make sure I listen to this song. Like I just wanted to make sure my mind was completely clear and locked in. So I wasn't thinking about anything but the game time. Now
Oh,
like
so-
as a team, yeah, the unwritten rules, like Evan was saying, and about not crossing the bats and not touching the foul line, like jump over that. But like me personally, no, I really didn't have anything specific that I tried to do.
Well, that's a great question. What are the true staple superstitions as a team, right? Like we were talking about it before the podcast went on, right? You don't talk about a perfect game or
Mhm.
no. But what are I would say the top 5 superstitions in a dugout
Yeah,
that you
like-
can and can't do?
Well, the
right?
biggest,
The-
I mean, you hit the first one. The biggest one is you cannot bring up that a no-no is happening.
No.
Doesn't matter what inning, you cannot bring it up.
Nope.
If it's the 4th inning, like, wait a second, he doesn't have any hits. As soon as you start thinking it, you got to get it out your brain.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because
Oh,
if you
yeah.
start thinking it, next thing you know, you're going to go up to your buddy like, hey, man, Joe's dealing, bro. Even if you just say that. You
Ruined.
didn't say no, but
Ruined.
Joe's dealing. Guess what's happening next pitch?
Bomb.
450 dead center. Seal hit.
Yeah.
That's top one for me. Can't talk about
No
it.
stepping on the line.
For me, it's the weather talk.
Mm,
The word rain
The R word.
bugs me. I don't call it rain.
Yeah.
I'm like, do you guys see any unicorns out there? That's the best way to bring up the weather.
yeah.
So how do the unicorns look today? And if somebody says rain, it's crazy. Look, you talk about superstitions. My wife will tell you I'm the most superstitious person in the world. We could be watching a Yankee game or a Packer game. She could be sitting in a certain spot and we're winning. The minute she moves to go to the bathroom or get a drink of water and the lead slips a little bit, I lose my mind.
So funny you bring that up because World Baseball Classic final, USA versus Venezuela.
That was my fault.
Harper tied it up.
They got us.
My wife was upstairs the whole time. Thought she was in bed. Comes downstairs. She said, "Oh, I saw on my phone the USA tied it up."
Oh no.
I was thinking it. I was thinking in my head like, this seems like bad juju that you're
There you
down
go.
here. And what happened in the top of the 9th? They took a 1-run lead. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, and I'm going to apologize to Melissa in public. The things I said to her, let's just say we both went to bed angry.
Oh
We
man.
both went to bed angry.
Oh no.
Well,
So-
it also didn't help that Aaron Judge was the biggest choke artist that's ever played baseball.
Ugh.
So
Whoa.
0 for
Whoa.
4 in
Come on.
the biggest game, second biggest game of his life.
Gentlemen, we're
and
talking about
he's
the captain. We can't bash the captain.
playoffs,
The
the
captain choked.
playoffs, the finals in the World Baseball Classic. This guy cannot handle
Would
the
we be
pressure.
there if he didn't gun out Tatis?
Yes.
I don't know. I think you put any right fielder
Yes.
out there.
Yes.
Look, this is the Dugout Podcast, not the Yankee talk.
He did. That was a good bullet. That
Yeah.
was a good
Hey,
bullet.
are you guys
but he
forgetting
didn't
that
let his bats
in
people.
the World Series, this guy dropped a fly ball? Let's
Routine.
stop
Can
here.
of corn.
Let's stop here. One of the best hitters in
So
baseball.
Yeah,
let's,
you're
let's,
good
let's,
there,
let's,
but he
let's
can
talk about
too.
more
He can-
superstitions.
He cannot handle pressure. I mean, I'm saying that from my
No.
couch. I'm not saying that in a Yankee uniform. So
Well,
you
so
take it
he
with a grain of
probably can't
salt,
handle
but-
that pressure because I'm certain he did not follow one of his routines that he should have followed.
Mhm.
So, Evan, you had
100%.
mentioned the don't touch the foul line.
Mm-hmm.
I got a really good story about that one, too. We're in T-ball.
Cool.
And I'm telling the kids,
So
hey, they're
not
running on
young.
the field, don't touch the foul line, don't touch the foul line.
Covered in.
I had a kid that followed that to a T. She gets up to bat, smokes one.
Stays in
It's
the ball.
rolling to the fence. And I mean, I've never seen a kid hit a T-ball this hard. And she proceeds to kind of waddle down the first baseline without touching the foul line. She got to first, and I went down to her. I was like,
safe.
You know, I got 13 kids on this team. You're the only one that listens. I appreciate you.
Hats off.
Hats off to her. That's a great memory. She legit did not touch the foul line.
That's
That
what
is hilarious.
But we talk about superstitions, right? Baseball is the most mental game,
Yeah, absolutely.
right? And you try to get a mental edge anywhere on the field. So, I mean, as a coach, right, we have kids that are apprehensive and we're trying to just psych them up to play the game. And the beautiful thing about superstitions are it's a way to get a kid out of his head.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I think about like the Space Jam movie
Yes.
where they give him the Michael Jordan
secret
water,
stuff.
right?
Yeah.
So that's what's great about baseball, and I don't know how it is in other sports, but you can use superstitions to drive a player, right? Oh, hey, I gave you a magic bat. I hit a home run with this. Oh, I'm gonna hit tanks now, right? It's luck.
So we were down in Florida, and we were telling the kids that Aaron Judge hits Nerds gummy clusters. Not a sponsor yet, but we'd love him to be.
Mhm.
That Aaron Judge eats Nerd gummy clusters before every at bat. That's how he hits so well.
And that's
And
why
the
we
kids
lost
were like,
all of our gummy clusters.
Give me the Nerd gummy
immediately.
clusters, bro.
They must.
They
Yeah.
were
They must.
gone
They must.
game one.
We got an email from down there from the number one diabetic pediatrician doctor. Said thank you for the new business. He was really appreciative of that.
Yeah. But you know, it's funny. We had 7 bombs that tournament.
So I want to go back to kind of
What
a
night- what
pregame
flavor?
meal, because you had talked about your sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffins or whatever it was from McDonald's. What you had mentioned in the last podcast, and it's funny because our 12U Ghost Boys have a double header tomorrow, and so for dinner, Max ate spaghetti and meatballs.
Dude, every game. It didn't matter if we had a doubleheader or if I played 5 nights a week. My mother would make bolognese sauce, spaghetti, and garlic bread. And we ate that every time. Why? Because that was the fuel.
Carb overload.
Carb overload.
Carb
right?
overload.
Drink a gallon of water the day before and eat spaghetti. So, yeah, it's routine, but it was a superstition.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I didn't
Yeah,
eat
that's how-
spaghetti and I was tired behind the plate, I'm like, man,
Should have had that bowl.
I had steak, not spaghetti.
That's how
Mikey,
it was when we
are
played
you a
football
stickler
too.
for how the dugout kind of looks, and maybe pregame how, like when my kids stretch, the gloves got to line up down that foul line nice and neat. These first 4 practices for my 12U boys, they've been crooked, and I've kicked them. I said, get over here and fix it, and then you're going to run. But I'm just a firm believer. You call it superstition, but you look good, feel good, play good, pay good. And what about you, Mikey? Do you like to you think keeping a clean dugout kind of translates to clean plays on the field?
I do. I mean, which is crazy because I'm kind of a slob. You'll like in the dugout most of the time it's all my
Slob,
stuff just like scattered everywhere just because I'm trying to lock in. I'm also running through scenarios in my head. I'm also, at the time when I was at coaching the 9U Ghosts, I was setting up Game Changer. I was writing the clipboard. I was writing the lineup. I was doing all that, so my stuff was everywhere. But from the kids' perspective, I was a little hypocritical because I'd be like, "Hey, clean your stuff up, line it up neat on the fence or behind the fence." Like you said, gloves in the line. So yeah, I'm a big believer in look good, feel good, play good for sure. I know my coach in college, he would get on us. He'd come in if somebody made a bad play, like pissed off or something. And if he tripped over something, forget about it, dude. The dugout was about to be blown up.
Oh, you're done.
So, no, I definitely agree there that it just makes you look better, makes you feel better. It's like, I don't know, when you have a clean house, right? When you walk in your house, and whether you guys clean or your wife cleans, whatever it is, but when you walk into a clean house and your bed's made and you just feel fantastic. Like the bed that you've been sleeping in for years just feels that much better just
Brand
because it was
new.
made. Yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, I'm in agreement with
I
that
was
for
gonna,
sure.
I was gonna say this is. I'm gonna give you some insight on how weird I am.
I mean,
In
we
my-
already know you're
it-
weird, but
it-
we don't need any more insight than we
Weirdo.
already have.
In my playing days,
Back in my day.
I would have to put socks on, like my clothes on a certain way.
Mhm.
Your
I would lay
underwear-
my stuff out too.
and it had to go in order. Left sock
From
had
the
to go
bottom up.
on, right, bottom up, right?
Yeah.
The shirt would come on last, even down to taping my wrist. If it wasn't even,
Yeah.
and they looked perfect,
Rip it off, do it again.
I'd have to rip it off and do it again because I felt like I wasn't going to play the best.
Yeah.
If everything didn't match
I
perfect.
used to have to wear the same pair of shorts underneath because when I was younger, I loved the movie Space Jam, the good one with Michael Jordan. Okay, and he said he used to wear his UNC shorts underneath every Bulls game.
Yeah.
So I took that to heart as a kid. I said, okay, I'm gonna be
Say
like
no more,
Mike.
fam.
I'm gonna be like Mike.
Who did want to
down
be like
down
Mike?
to gloves.
Yeah.
I could have I still have the most beat up glove ever, and Vinny's using it right now.
Hmm.
But it's like, man, I made so many good plays with that. It's just a little bit of that luck's gonna rub off on the boy. That's it.
Like,
You know, one of my favorite things to ask the younger kids is, and I ask them before every season, I said, who can tell me how many players have hit a home run with their jersey untucked?
Yeah.
The answer is 0. I mean, you don't quote me on that, but in my head, the answer is 0. So
Yeah.
going to the uniform piece,
Unless
just
you're
important.
Altuve trying to cover stuff up.
yeah, cover your mic up, your buzzer patch.
Mhm.
So let's get into some rally talk, right? Because I remember playing high school ball, Legion ball, just Little League, any baseball growing up, and getting into, man, we're in a tight spot here. We got a runner on third. We need to bring him in, get this game going, get some motivation going. What's some kind of rally stuff that you guys kind of would go to, default to, believe in, that really got the magic and juices flowing?
Me and Jimmy,
I'm
dude.
looking at you, Evan.
Me and
Dude, it
Jimmy,
could be
real
even
quick.
something simple as rally cap. I've seen rally caps go on. I've seen people flip hats inside out, stack hats on people.
Oh yeah, the stack hats.
Yeah.
I've done. Have you
go.
Yeah.
have you folded it in half like
Sideways.
that?
Yes. Shark fin.
Shark fin, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we
Me and
used to
Jimmy
yell
had
at
the good
guys
one.
if they were sitting in the dugout somewhere
Yeah, stand up, dude.
and we got a double and then they went to go get water. I'm like, you better sit back down.
Yeah.
You kidding me? We're rolling.
Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. Hold it in.
Yeah.
You can pee after the game.
I'm exhausted. I'm about to pass out. Drink a Gatorade, bro. I'll bring it to you.
Like, you got any crazy off the wall rally things that you guys used to do where you were playing ball growing up?
So actually, me and Jimmy got to do it in what was it? Was that Ripken? Yeah, it was at Ripken because I didn't get to coach for you guys. It was at Ripken up in Aberdeen, and it instantly made me feel just like a kid, dude. Because I haven't done it since we played. Was the twos, right? 2 outs, 2 strikes, 2 balls. When you're twos and you
Yeah.
shake, dude. When me and Jimmy did that, and like it just brought back crazy memories. So that's a big one for me too. I love twos.
And it works every time. I don't care what
It
anybody
works
says.
every time. It
Don't
works
do the
every
research
time.
on that.
Yeah,
60% of the
Oh,
time, all the time.
yeah. Twos is all time classic for sure.
So I've had I actually just had a conversation with a parent about this yesterday before practice, because we were talking about superstitions, and I told her, hey, this is actually the next podcast that we're doing. And I'm going to go to the kind of potentially the negative side of it, because I am a little vocal and out loud about my superstitions. I'm a firm believer in especially dugouts. So like district tournament last year, we went 4-0 and we were the third base dugout every game. So whatever dugout I establish dominance in, I guess we'll say, winning in,
Yeah.
I got to get there. I mean, I had parents getting there hour and a half, 2 hours before the game claiming the dugout. You know, you can't change it. But the kids see that and notice that, and they might be able to smell me after game 3 and be like, man, coach isn't washing his clothes. At what point, if you are in a tournament and they do change your dugout in game 3 after you're 2-0, as does that have a negative impact on the kids? Because now, instead of looking at the flaws of the game, they might be trying to blame it on an easy scapegoat of, oh, we just changed dugouts, that's why we lost.
So for me, I learned, at least when I was in college, the more I recognized my superstitions and I leaned on them, you're right, it had a negative impact, because if my glove lace was off a little bit, I'd sit there weird, or if I didn't have the right socks. So what I do now is I don't even, believe it or not, I don't talk about it.
Yeah.
Because then the kids are thinking, oh no, coach doesn't have his pink cleats on, we're going to lose today.
Mm-hmm.
I change it up and I go, oh dude, you had a great game, let's put this jersey back on. So I don't even I don't have Vinny recognize it right now, because I don't want him to be hyper focused on those superstitions,
right?
Because I was so hyper focused.
Yeah, appreciate you saying how much I'm a failure. Thanks for writing it down now. Let me be more like Jimmy.
But it's true. And Mikey, Evan, right? RJ, when we all played, if I didn't have the right socks or my sliders,
the whole day was all.
My mother bought me new sliders and threw my old ones away in high school. And I'm like,
why?
I think we just all had undiagnosed OCD is what it was.
That's baseball.
What we're learning now.
All of it, yeah.
But that's what baseball, I don't want to say it teaches you that, but it teaches you more than just the sport. Because as an adult, Mikey, like you said it, like coming home to a clean house there's no better feeling. And if you learn in your dugout that, oh crap, my glove's out of place, I need to reset it, or my socks aren't lining up right. I don't want to say you're demanding perfection, but you're seeking perfection. It's impossible, but you constantly seek it. So it's like you need to balance that out and not become obsessive over it, but find that healthy medium where you don't grow up like me and still don't wash your clothes after a tournament.
Well, I feel like I'm in the movie Inside Out. Got a light bulb. Ding.
Yes.
So let me ask you this. Is it really superstition, or is it the game of baseball training us? Because baseball is a game of repetition. You're doing the same thing over and over again, right? And that's what gets you better.
Until you get it right.
Is it that, or is it superstition? I feel like maybe it's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
We've trained our minds to, we got to have the same thing over and over again. I got to field 100 balls before I can go play a game.
I feel like this is an enlightening experience right now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I think the dugout perspective is more just, I would like not switching dugouts, but like keeping it clean. I think it's more, in my opinion, more of like just teaching the kids accountability, right? Teaching them to be responsible. Like
accountability is a good word.
You treat the dugout like your house. Like you're not going to go home and just throw stuff everywhere, right? You're not. I mean, your mom's going to get pissed. Your dad's going to get pissed unless you live in like a snowflake household where your mom and dad tell you they love you all day long if you do stuff wrong. But like in my dugout, no, you're going to be a responsible child and kid and do what you're supposed to do, which is make sure your stuff is clean, right? Your parents paid good money for your bats, your gloves, your bags. Like don't throw them all over the floor. Like that's crazy to me. So I think that's
your own gear away, clean up the dugout.
And carry your own bag. You hear that, kids? Carry your own bag from the truck or van to the dugout.
Yes.
So I think it's more of just like in that aspect with the cleaning aspect, it's just like trying to teach accountability as well. Like as well as a superstition, but also teaching the kids like be responsible for your stuff.
Yeah, for sure. I want to go back a little bit to kind of the unwritten rules, right? So we've talked a lot about superstition. We've talked a little bit about unwritten rules. I want to know, because I think it's a 50-50 split in the baseball world. Are you bunting to break up a no-no?
If I'm on the team that's being no-no'd, I'm doing anything I can to break it up. I don't want to be no-no'd. Is it an unwritten rule?
I don't know. I get mixed feelings about it, man. Like I'm like, I get it, but at the same time, I'm like, dude, if you can't hit them, you can't hit them. Tip your cap and go on. But at the same time, I'm like, dude, I don't want to be a team that got no hit. Like that sucks. So like,
yeah, but Mikey,
I'm split 50-50.
I can bunting.
That's proven on record.
Yes.
Evan, what about you? You bunting to break up that no-no?
Dude.
And he's a pitcher.
I know. I don't know. Like I'm mixed. The pitcher in me is like, he better not.
I know, right? Because the next
batter.
I'm gonna beam him on running down the line.
Yeah, the next
all
batter's
honesty,
got to
to
wear one in the
first.
back.
As a coach, I'm not giving the bunt symbol.
Yeah.
We're battling at this point. Like Mikey said, I want to break it up with a hit.
Yeah.
As a player, and that third baseman's backing up,
I'm sending it.
oh God, I'm dropping it.
All right, I need kids to stop listening for this next segment because I think I know the answer to all three in here and Mikey down south. You got a guy that's hot dogging it on the home run. Right, he's showing you up big time. He comes up to bat next at bat. What are you doing?
I'm behind the plate. He's catching one in the ear.
Dude, I feel the same way, but at the same time, like watching Bryce Harper pimp a home run, like from non-playing perspective or coaching, it's like the best thing ever. Like, dude, when they absolutely crush one and they stare at it, my blood gets pumping like I can run through a brick wall. But as a player, I'm like, dude, you better put in this guy's ear hole. Like, you got to.
You have to.
Bro,
you have to.
As a catcher, what you hear at home plate when they cross it and they're staring at you, I'm telling you right now, if that pitcher doesn't throw it in his ear, you find a new catcher.
That's right.
If I'm calling it, you throw it.
Middle finger down.
Don't show me up. I show you up.
All right.
I actually saw a podcast clip that was actually hilarious. And it was, they were talking about Carlos Gomez. He got hit by this pitcher in game one of the season. Early on in the season, got hit in the knee with like 85. And he went when they played the Braves the next time and told the guy in the bat, like, dude, I'm going to hit a home run and I'm absolutely going to pimp it. So they replayed the clip, dude. This guy hit a home run first at bat in the game, pimped it, and just was running. Freddie Freeman was in his ear hole, and James McCann was the catcher. Actually didn't let him touch home plate. Fought him right there. Didn't let him touch home plate.
Nice.
Crazy, dude.
One of my favorites from the opposite perspective of, you can pimp a home run easily, but from a pitching perspective, I think back to Joe Kelly a few years ago. I think they were playing the Astros, right? That was back with the controversy. And he walks off the field and he's like, oh, boo-hoo, boo-hoo. Like, that's pretty cool.
Joe Kelly's
takes a lot of balls, but it's cool.
Yeah. You know what I'll tell you will warrant getting pegged? When you're winning a game 15-2 and you're in the last inning and you're bunting.
Yeah.
You're going to get drilled on the very next pitch.
Mm-hmm.
I won't drop names.
I've been on the receiving end, and I've also been on the defensive end.
Yeah.
Not me getting pegged, but a teammate bunting when we're winning by 15 in the last inning.
Hey, you're like, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah.
But just like that, and being up big and still stealing bases. Like, you're up big and you're still stealing bases. Like, it happened to us. I won't drop names as who we played, but it happened to us, and the kids are 9, so like. Part of me was like, dude, just let it rip. Me too, but I won't. Part of me is like, dude, I want to put my hardest thrower in and just let it rip. And then part of me is like, they're 9. Like, they'll learn that eventually to do it. So I didn't do it. I just sat back and kind of smiled and took a mental note. And I'm like, it's all right. Because when I see you again, it's going to be a problem. On the field, on the field. It's going to be.
Yeah. No, because it's funny you mentioned that. So this happened to us in 10U All-Stars up at States. Not going to mention the team name, but our second game up there, we got shut out. They threw a no-no against us. They're up 13-0, and they are still stealing those bases like crazy. We get run rolled 15-0 after 3, and we make it to States again last year for 11U. And we threw a one-hitter against them and beat them 7-1.
And
they went 0-2 in that tournament. And I can't tell you how good that felt for especially my kids, because they did not forget that.
Yeah.
They did not forget that. There's a name for that. It's called Bush. It's called Bush League.
Bush League.
Bush League baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Bush League baseball.
When you talk about Bush League, how many people know about Bush League?
Probably not many. I know the team we played didn't.
Enough too.
No.
It's kind of like at the youth
it's a
level.
podcast for another day.
Yeah, it's kind of like at the youth level, right? You see a kid that's struggling at the plate, and there's a kid on the mound. The last thing I'm doing is telling him to throw more gas inside. That's Bush League.
Yeah.
But back to superstitions.
Well, I just wanted to get that unwritten rule kind of things in there too, because I think there's a lot. I mean, one that I remember my dad drilled it into my head all the time, because I used to love stealing bases. I get to second, I'm trying to get to third. And he'd always preach, you do not make the third out at third.
Mm-hmm.
And as a kid, I'm like, why? I'm going to get here. I'm not going to get out. But as you get older, it's like, well, I'm in scoring position. Hopefully a base hit's going to get me home kind of thing. He was a stickler about that. If he hasn't listened to one single podcast, shout out to my father for completely letting me down and disappointing me. Haven't listened to one podcast. But I'm going to tag him in this one at this minute mark and say, look, I finally mentioned you. Do I make you proud? No, I know I do. I'm just joking.
The only thing I want to add, and I want to tell the kids this, act like you've been there before.
Yes.
Everybody wants to be Bryce Harper.
Yes.
Right, but you're not Bryce Harper. Right now, act like you've been there before.
Right.
I want you to turn a double play and jog off the field and put your helmet on, get ready to swing, instead of screaming and going, let's go. I want you to act like you've been there before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm on the other side of the spectrum. Like, they're not every double play, but like a big double play, dude, you got to let it rip. If you make a sick double play, like a diving play up the middle, do a little glove flip and turn it, bro, you got to get fired up.
ESPN highlights, sure. But routine?
Yeah, no. I'm with you with that one.
Before.
I'm with you with that one.
Football side of the house, if they score a touchdown, do you like them celebrating or just giving the ball to the ref and running back to the sideline?
See,
because I know how going back to my dad, because you said the words, he always said, act like you've been there before. I'm like, bro, it's so hard to get in there. Like, let them celebrate.
You know what I think is awesome is when you hit a bomb and you jog around, step on home plate, you put your legs back on, you go to catch an inning. Like, to me, it was like, I wanted to show people I had ice in my veins.
Yeah.
Like, no emotion. Like, you got me out. I didn't lose my mind.
Yeah.
That's the Yankee way. You're trying to get recruited by the Yankees.
I was. They never came to the game. Shout out to the Pirates. They came to the games. The Yankees did not. I wasn't. I had a beard. That's why I'm clean shaven now.
You're trying to match. Well, they got the new facial hair policy.
Steinbrenner, Cashman. I'm looking for a job. Come on.
My college
fired.
My college coach was a big Yankees fan, and he made us all clean shaved until we kind of like boycotted. And we're like, dude,
were you guys winning with the clean shave?
No, we were okay, but that was like my freshman year, and I think maybe my sophomore year. But I'm like, coach, dude, like I'm trying to. I mean, I met my wife, but I'm like, dude, I'm trying to get like girls, bro. Like, I look like a shaved bird with no facial hair. Like, you got to help me out, dude. God help me out.
I look like a fat baby if I shave my beard. I look like a fat man baby. Let me ask you this. What do you guys think of? It's getting a lot popular with MLB now, but every team's got a single celebration, a double celebration, and then they get into the dugout on their home run, and they got all kinds of things. What's your thoughts on that?
I like it.
Go ahead. Let me marinate in this.
I get it, but at the same time, like you said, it's a single. Like you've done it a bunch of times. But
like the Orioles, like they're turning on the faucet. Like we're just starting to cook here, you know?
Right.
Getting the kitchen heated up, the stove, the oven.
Sometimes it can be excessive.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, kind of like what Mikey said, doubles, triples, home runs, right? Like the home run trots, I think are kind of cool. But scoring a run every time and you're doing some type of celebration, it's something big and it gets the team up, cool, celebrate it. But I think routine stuff, that's where I go back to like the big plays, ESPN stuff, a big double to tie the game up. Yeah, let's celebrate it. But I mean,
read the room.
You might hit a double and then the next guy strike out 3 times, you know, and it's
dude, I don't know.
You cheer for nothing.
Yeah.
When those boys make it to Omaha, the home runs that they pimp, the bat flips that they do, the chest pumps that they do, I mean, they're just ballistic out there. It looks like they're on coke. I'm not going to lie. Like, they are jacked up.
But I will say, those guys in the College World Series, college period, in the pros, they can do whatever they want. They're playing at the pinnacle. Like,
it is hard to get a single. It is hard to do the little things.
A 9-year-old legging out a Little League home run, and they're putting on
They're 40 hopper back to the pitcher, as Mikey would say.
The 40 hopper back to the pitcher turns into a home run and game changer, and everybody's screaming at the top of their lungs. Can't stand it.
That's great.
Can't stand it.
Let's digress.
Yeah. So with that, the way we're using our doing our walk-off segment now is it's just one at a time. You know, we got a little bit of feedback that nobody cared what RJ was sharing. Jimmy's stuff was really interesting. Ryan, your stuff was terrible. I know he's not here tonight. So like, all right, we'll dial it back a little bit, and we'll make sure that we let at least one person share. So last week, podcast with CAO, great podcast, by the way, called The Recovery Room. It's talking about sleep, hydration, and that mental reset. Highly encourage any child that's listening to go check it out, but especially parents, because you can tell them, look, CAO experts are telling me what to do or telling you what to do. So it's not just dad or mom, you know, so shut your mouth and drink your water.
Heck, I learned something from it.
Oh, so, dude, I learned that I do not get enough sleep.
Me either.
At all.
Hey, and we got another one coming, don't we?
We do. Yeah, the next one coming out is going to talk about arm care for the overhand athlete. That is baseball and softball, because softball does throw a lot of overhand throws.
Well, they even talked about the pitching aspect.
It's lots of good stuff for baseball and softball. So with this walk-off segment, I'm going to pass it over to Evan. And oh, by the way, another piece of feedback I received, and I would like to apologize to you, is I assumed everybody knew who Evan was.
He's failing everybody.
So I was like, hey, we're here with Jimmy, Ryan, Mikey, and we got Evan. And then we just rolled into the podcast.
The redheaded stepchild of the group.
Yeah.
So I'm going to
Who's this guy?
give a brief intro to Evan before he does his walk-off. And I'm going to let him talk about himself, which is always fun. So Evan Hart has joined us for another podcast. Evan Hart is currently training coordinator for St. Mary's Little League, coaching coordinator. He also runs Pitching with Heart, a local business down here that helps with baseball pitchers, but he's also teaching a little bit of hitting if parents request. He is also a manager in minors baseball and majors baseball. Are you doing coach pitch too?
No.
Okay, so just minors and majors baseball.
He's graduated.
He is at the ball field 7 days a week, just like all of us. He is now officially a big boy, big boy in the volunteer world. So, Evan, I'll turn it over to you. If you'd like to say a little bit more about your history, to give you an example, Mikey said, I'm CEO of Ghost. When I wake up in the morning, I pee excellence. That's how Mikey introduced himself. So, no pressure, nothing to follow up, but
puff that chest a little bit.
I know. I've been hitting the gym too. Watch out.
You hit most of the mark. I was born and raised in Southern Maryland, if you want to know that. Played at Chopticon, for those of you who know, if you're from the area. 4-year varsity guy. Not that it really matters.
Throw that out there.
Throw that out there. There's my CEO, there's my CEO equivalent. Played 4 years down in at Chowan University down in Murfreesboro, North Carolina, Division II school. Got to play with a lot of good guys. Learned a lot there. And leading up to my memorabilia piece, I played some time in the Petersburg Generals for the Coastal Plains League. So that is, for my walk-off segment, I have a refrigerator magnet of me on the poster for the season, and it was pretty cool for those of you that need to see it. Oh, there we go. If you want to look at it. You know.
It's funny, right? Your kids didn't know this was you.
All of my kids did not believe it was me. I literally had to yes, it was me, I promise. You have a cool dad.
You think you could still sling it like this now?
I hope so.
Let me see that.
I'll sign it for you later if you want.
I mean, you mentioned it, so it would be nice to have it signed. Look at you. Look at you.
I do have a baseball card, like a couple baseball cards floating around somewhere. I don't know. Of myself. I don't know.
Wait until Ryan comes back. You guys can exchange.
Ah,
Well, we appreciate you sharing your history with us. You did really live up to the hype of how Mikey introduced himself with, I was a 4-year starter on varsity. not that anyone cares.
yeah, no.
Well, what I'm excited for is his knowledge from a pitching perspective to these kids. So I think it's going to be awesome to hear from you from a pitching perspective on what kids can do to get better and things to avoid.
Absolutely. So with that, I actually don't have a final question to leave you with, because this one's not really controversial or not really.
What's your superstition?
Oh,
You already know my superstition.
No,
that's
chat.
the question.
Oh, okay. So we just thought of a final question for you guys.
This guy.
AI did not write this. We wrote it on the spot. I didn't. Jimmy and Evan did. But our question is, what is your superstition? You already know ours. What's your superstition?
Maybe it'll come in to help us.
Yeah.
Maybe. Hey, I'm going to need those boxers back, by the way.
No, if they're already packed away, I'm taking them home.
Okay, cool.
Never
So
get 'em.
with that, we appreciate you guys tuning into episode number 5 of the Dugout Podcast. We will catch you on the next one. Peace.
That's a wrap on this episode of The Dugout. For more spotlights, expert development tips, and to see the latest from the Dugout Podcast, follow us on Facebook. From the Southern Maryland Youth Baseball and Softball Coalition, thanks for listening. We'll see you in the Dugout.